Hi there Libra, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your 2021 overview tarot reading. And I'm sure, like many other people, Libra, you're pleased to see the end of 2020 as we move into a fresh new year after the Great Conjunction. So what we have here is generally two key energies for each month. There are three for some if other cards came out. And I'm going to read those tarot pairs to give you an indication of what might be the key energy for each of the months of the year. So we'll start in January here and we'll move around to December. I can say as an overview here that after the first quarter of the year, you have the Wheel of Fortune, a luck change. It comes through seeing the bigger picture. There is a theme this year of getting back into a stable, balanced, grounded position. We do have the potential for maybe a transition or a moving on from a job or a relationship here in the third quarter. There's going to be a new pathway opening up after that, and I really feel that a lot of you are going to be challenging your commitments, your tradition, and no longer willing to go along with what others expect of you, but a real need and desire to go in your own direction in life. So Libra, let's jump in with January. In January, you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Cups here. So this is about refocusing your energy, maybe after a difficult year in 2020. It's about getting ready to receive love, friendship, joy, harmony in your life. You know, it's interesting because the Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn in the Minor Arcana, and you know, because of that, she links to the devil. And I always say that the Queen of Pentacles has had that dance with the devil, is ready to refocus her energies on what matters and to let go of what has been toxic for her in the past, what has not served the people, the situations, the career, the friends, anything that hasn't worked in 2020. I really feel this is you making those resolutions to let go of those things and circumstances, to invite more harmony, more peace and joy into your life. For some of you, the Six of Cups can be a friend, family member, lover from the past coming back in your life. That's just for some of you, but it can have that meaning, that card. But it's getting open to receive again, but to receive connection emotionally that's really at a soul level for you. So the Queen of Pentacles also says that in January, you might be focusing on finances as well, you know, really writing out your goals and determining how you're going to become abundant this year, really stepping up into your queendom energy, whether you're male or female, and that is, you know, mature, grounded, and, you know, earthy. And that is how you can really take that, you know, that one pentacle, maybe a new commitment, maybe a new job, really invest your time, effort, and energy into it and have it expand over the new year. So in February, we've got the Two of Cups and the Moon. So it looks like partnerships are going to be the focus in February. If you are single, there is the potential for somebody to come in that may be a hidden blessing for you. For those of you that are partnered, you know, it could be a deepening of the connection. There's also, with the moon energy, sometimes an indication just to make sure that you are seeing the big picture. It can talk about secrets, things hiding in the shadows. So just make sure that you really get to know that person on a deeper level before making any commitments. The moon is the energy of Pisces in the major arcana. So it could be a Pisces, a water sign, Cancer or Scorpio, or maybe a Leo that is coming forward in your life. So it really says that, you know, it is a time to focus on your connections, but just make sure that you are focusing on honesty and integrity and being vulnerable as well with that moon energy. So that's your February. So Libra, in your March, we have got the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. And we actually have the Two of Pentacles here again in a few months down the track. I think that's June. So this is the only card that appears twice in the spread. So it says that there is going to be some indecision. And I feel like it could be the indecision that starts in March that we really look at more deeply in June. And it's around your interactions with people potentially. The Three of Pentacles can be about your network, somebody in your network that maybe you're feeling a little bit unsteady about. It could be being unsure, indecisive about your job or a creative venture and wondering whether to really invest your time, effort, and energy into it. And it's making you potentially feel a little bit up and down, a little bit ungrounded in March. So it's potentially around business, the workplace. It can also be around study as well. Some of you might be trying to make a decision whether to go back to study, to start an apprenticeship, to start that business or something like that. So that is your March. In your April, we have got a big point of change. We've got the King of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, right? So the Wheel of Fortune is a luck change. And I've just done Gemini's reading, and I believe that they had it in a similar position as well. It's like the first quarter of the year is kind of like refocusing your energy and making some decisions. And then it is in April that things begin to shift. Now with the King of Swords energy here, this is generally the energy of Aquarius for me as a reader. This is about stepping back and seeing the big picture, understanding that everything is playing out exactly as it is meant to in divine timing. And it's through seeing that big picture that you can start to make some strategic moves across the next months to head in the direction that you really want to in your life. The King of Swords can talk about it might be time to have an honest communication, to establish a boundary. Some of you might be dealing with a King of Swords character. It could be a boss, husband, mentor, or somebody like that. But this is about getting ready to really forge forward in truth. And there's a sense here that you'll be able to feel this karmic shift. This can be a luck change, a fortune change, and it can also be an indication that there's a karmic cycle that will be closing and another one beginning either now, or I'm kind of thinking it is in the next quarter. But maybe you're doing some reflecting here and you're beginning to see, you know what, by taking that step back and doing the reflection of the King of Swords, I think I know what I need to do to turn that wheel. And it's said that the Wheel of Fortune has a 10-year energy. So it's the decisions that you make now that are going to create your future, potentially for the next decade. And it says that, you know what, the timing is right for whatever is going to play out to happen. So in your May, we have got the Six of Pentacles and the Star. This is also the card of Aquarius in the Major Arcana. So you have a bit of Aquarian energy around you in April, May. It's interesting because this is about, that luck change, the tables turning, getting ready to receive again, potentially financially, or in terms of somebody's attention and affections as well. This is about the karmic scales beginning to tip in your favor. And it could be through some kind of rebirth, some kind of fresh start. The Star is an interesting energy because it follows on from the Tower in the Major Arcana. So it's like some of you might sort of know that potentially there is a Tower moment coming, and that is what is required to bring things back into balance. And that could have been what you were reflecting on in April. So the Star says, you know what, everything is going to be okay. Have hope, have faith, because you are being guided this month. So we are now in June. In June, we have got the Two of Pentacles again, oppression, which is the devil, and the Five of Cups. So there is a indecisive energy here around a situation, either with a Capricorn or somebody that may have been a limiting energy in your life. It could be somebody who is a little bit toxic, person or situation, work, romance, all of those kind of experiences. The devil is generally somebody who doesn't have our best interests at heart, or it can be your own self-sabotage, your own limitations as well. With the devil energy, it's time for you to free yourself from something. And together with the Five of Cups, it could be something that has been with you since the deeper past, and now is the time to really make a key decision to let it go, to move away, to reground yourself again. The Five of Cups can also be the indicator that you are kind of stuck in that energy, and because of that, because of focusing on it, could be some guilt or some shame around the situation. There's opportunities that are being missed, right? The saying with the Five of Cups is that, you know, the past really can be the thief of the present. So you're really being asked to drop toxicity, make a clear decision so that you can get back into a good place in terms of your stability, in terms of your emotional stability here in the middle of the year. So in your July, we have got the Strength card, Leo in the Major Arcana. We have the Seven of Swords and the Four of Wands. So I kind of feel this is linked to that June energy. The Seven of Swords is generally somebody who might be playing a little bit of that devil role. It can be somebody who's undermining you, or it can be your own sabotage as well. And together with the Four of Wands, I'm going to say that this is potentially in the area of a commitment, often at home, often in our relationships, can link to work. And the Strength card here is saying have the strength and courage to face with truth, you know, whatever the situation is. The Strength card can also talk about maybe your own ego or that of another as well, sort of running away with you. So it's really important to coax that back under control and listen to the higher self that is trying to guide you forward, right? So the Four of Wands, you know, really is about our commitments and, you know, our sense of stability as well. So we have a sense of something maybe shaking your foundations a little bit, or a foreshadowing of that in July. And then in August, we have the Five of Wands and Temperance, Sagittarius in the Major Arcana. So the Five of Wands can be an energy of conflict, internal or external. It can also be, it's my card of energy leaks. It could be that there is something that is really beginning to drain your energy. I definitely think it's linked to the situation from the last 2 months. It can be petty arguments and corporate politics. Of course, it can be in your relationships as well. But Temperance says, you know what, you are being guided to another place here, Libra. Trust in that, you know, trust in that beautiful, calm, grounded energy of Temperance. Temperance is all about achieving balance as well. It's saying it's time for you to balance your energy and to tune into your intuition of where you're being led to next. It's about making sure that other people and situations don't sway your mental, emotional, and physical health, but instead, you know, really get yourself into a good place, and that is when the path forward reveals. So we're feeling a little bit in conflict there in August. Now in September, look at this. We have the Tower, the Ten of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So something really comes to a head, and I feel, Libra, is the energy that has been building for the last 3 months. It could be picking up back in February, the Two of Cups with the Moon. There could have been a foreshadowing then that something wasn't quite right in a connection, and here things come to a head. So together with the Ten of Cups, it could mean that whatever the situation is, it's blocking you from that best life reality, from what you're truly trying to manifest. Or it could be that this Tower falling is a relationship or a partnership here. But, you know, rest assured, you know, there is a new path opening up for you as quickly as this door closes. The Tower is that energy of, you know, it was built on a shaky foundation anyway, only took one bolt of lightning to bring it down. It's really important when the Tower comes into the spread to let it fall, to let the situation dissolve, to see through the illusion, because if we try and patch up the Tower, we generally find ourselves back in the same situation with more time elapsed. So it really is quite a final energy. It has a finality to it, because the Tower comes in when we might not be paying attention to the signs and making the move or transition on our own accord. So the universe brings in the Tower to shake your foundation, to align you to your true path. And with the Six of Swords here, there is a potential transition, a moving on, a moving away, a moving towards. The Six of Swords is generally leaving, shaking off the situation, taking no baggage with you, and heading into the unknown, heading into the fog, leaving those swords behind. There could be 2 heartbreaks here, 2 lots of hurt, with 2 Three of Swords that we see here on the shore. It's a necessary rite of passage with a heavy heart, because there's a sense here that this just wasn't your happy ever after, whether it was a job, whether it was a relationship or friendship. So in your October, we see you at the crossroads, Libra, Two of Swords and Three of Wands. You're trying to make a decision here on how to move forward now. But there is a sense here that after allowing that tower to fall, you're already feeling more successful. You're already feeling maybe achievements that, you know, you've really wanted to make happen for a really long time are starting to feel like they've moved into your zone, right? We've got ships on the horizon that are starting to come in. Now, the person in the Three of Wands has left a comfort zone, has turned their back on the past, and is standing in this present moment, looking forward to the future and getting ready to take a key step of inspired action to create their life, your life, as you want it. But with the Two of Swords, there is a decision to be made. You're weighing up options. It could be whether to relocate. It could be trying to choose a career direction. It could be wondering, you know, what is out there for love again for you. So with the Two of Swords, it's important to make that decision from a place of fact, logic, and intuition. We have the link back to the moon here. Could have been some intuition that came in February and you're going, you know what, that was right. I was right then. I knew I'd find myself at this crossroads. Now it's time for me to move ahead and take that inspired action with that Ace of Wands towards a passionate, beautiful new beginning that lights me up. So don't let your emotions sway your decision making, Libra, otherwise you can find yourself feeling stuck in the past. And here in November, we have the full new beginning coming in for you. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. So the Ace of Pentacles can be a new job or a career path opening up for you, an increase in your finances, a new contract, a new commitment. It's the kind of divine reward that comes to the person who has overcome the obstacles, has allowed the tower to fall, has sat at the crossroads and made a good decision for themselves. It's here. But I don't think that you're going to know immediately what to do, Libra. And here we have the Four of Swords that says, take a pause to reflect, take a bit of time out, do the healing that you may need to do. And it's in that pause that the strategy, the new battle plan, the clarity and insight will come to you. But don't overthink it. Otherwise, we can get stuck in the past. We can get just stuck and stagnant. There might be a temptation to want to reconnect with the past situation. So it's really important to drop into the intuitive centers when the Eight of Swords comes into the reading, because it's the mind running away from us that really actually creates the mental prison, right? It can be feeling hard done by, feeling like a bit of a victim at the loss or the transition we've had to make over the last few months. So you can see this person here is bound around that third eye, the heart, the gut. And what it really says is that when we let the mind run away with us, we can disconnect from our intuition, which can make establishing the way forward even more difficult, right? So you're being asked to deeply tune into that in November. And by December, we see you showing up as the High Priestess. You have stepped into that intuition now, and you are starting to move forward in your own direction. Hierophant and the Seven of Pentacles. The Hierophant means that you're going to be challenging tradition. You're going to be strongly called to go in your own direction, one that you may have wanted to go in for years. This can be about even establishing a new commitment or connection with somebody. It can be long-term commitment or marriage. It can be challenging those and knowing that next time you do it, if you lost a relationship here, you want to do things differently and in your own way. In terms of work, if you're already happily partnered, this could be about changing the way you work, going out on your own. Maybe you're sick of putting in all the time, effort, and energy for somebody else, knowing that you can only build a certain amount of pentacles, but you know you can achieve greater success if you do things differently, if you connect with your truth, your rebel heart. And the cards are saying, have faith. have faith and trust in that path. There's also a strong sense of spirituality here with the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Some of you might be awakening more on a spiritual level in December, really taking your spiritual practices more seriously. And it's interesting that the High Priestess can also be the revealer of truth and mystery in divine timing. So there could be something that comes to you that is that peace that you were seeking back here in the Four of Swords, of how to move forward powerfully in a direction that is going to be aligned for you in terms of your resources, your stability, but also your spirituality. So this is about going your own way. The energy of the Hierophant is really that wake up where we realize that the values that we've been living or the life that we've been living may not have been fully what we wanted or aligned for us, and now we are challenging all of that and we're going in our own direction, so that in 2022 I really feel that your life is going to look quite different from how it does right now, Libra. Libra, let's close out with some oracle cards just to get a few overarching messages for you. We will start here with the Sacred Power reading cards. I've got manifestation. This is the energy of the Magician for me, and it really means that you have the power to transform your life this year. Cultivate a strong inner game, because the Magician knows that that is the energy that you put out in the world, and what you put out in the world is what you get back. And we have rest. It's that Four of Swords energy. Make sure that you are taking the time that you need for yourself to rest, relax, and unwind, because that is often when you really do connect with your intuition, Libra. Let's get a couple now from the Work Your Light Oracle. Oh, Libra, here we go. I have got Trust the Niggle. What is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? I have a feeling it's in that February around partnership and the moon. It's like there could be something exposed to you about a partnership with somebody, and that is the situation that we see playing out this year. It's saying that you can really trust in your intuition this year and maybe do some work to really deepen your sense of intuition. Trust those gut feelings, those visions, those feelings that you do get. And I have got, it's on the ground, Starseed, what lights you up? Because some of you might be having a deeper awakening to being a starseed, to being a light worker, or just to move towards what is in alignment with your truth now. That Three of Wands energy, starting to feel the successes and achievements coming through for you now that you can actually focus on your life rather than, you know, I feel in that mid-sector of the year, there might have been some energy drains or a relationship or a job that really wasn't in your best interest. It's saying that one of the themes for you this year is to trust your intuition and manifest an aligned future that lights you up. So I'm asking you, Libra, what you know you need to do, or the areas of your life you need to address this year to make magic happen. Okay, Libra, well, I'm going to leave it there, and I do wish you an amazing 2021. There's some big energies here. You know, just make sure that you are, you know, trusting that intuition and tuning in. Keep in mind there will be plenty of monthly and weekly readings to support this one. This is a snapshot in time, guys. The energies may change, but for some of you, this just could be how it plays out. Feel free to drop me a comment and reflect on this, and also check back during the year. A lot of people like to check in and see how things are tracking in the yearly reading. And I want to wish you all the best. Have a very happy start to the year. Stay safe, and I'll see you very soon, Libra. Bye for now.